If you want to know all of my wonderful secrets for how I make this amazing soap, then keep on watching, friends. You definitely want to stay to the end. Welcome back, friends, or if you're new here, hey, it is Lauren the Soap Witch, and this little happy corner of these here internets is where I play in my hair, mix up one of my magical concoctions, or go rogue on a recipe in the kitchen. So this is a magical concoction by way of aloe vera bar soap that I am making using the fluid or countertop hot process method. So getting into it, you see me just measuring out my oils and I let them melt off screen. And now I was just measuring out my aloe vera juice because this is going to be an aloe vera juice based soap. And then I added some sugar for extra fluidity, and I also added sodium lactate for extra fluidity and just gave them a nice stir so they'd be fully incorporated when I add my lye mixture, as you see me doing here. Always remember, friends, add your lye to your liquid, never the other way around. And so then I give it a nice stir, and I just want to stir it until it looks a little less murky. It's not going to go clear because it's not water. So now we're going to add that to my nice melted oils. I like to combine them when they're both somewhere near 200 degrees. So nothing is coming together here. And now we are at the emulsion state where it's wanting to come together, okay? And next up we have trace, which I like to describe as kind of a loose pudding that does not sound appetizing, but we're also not going to eat it. All right. So moving on, it's kind of looking like it wants to separate. It's looking like it's kind of even boiling a little bit. They used to scare me. Don't let it scare you. I pretty much stick blend this to completion. So I take the stick blender out to see if I get a volcano. I did not. And while I'm hovering there with the stick blender, usually it is cooking pretty quickly at the bottom. And so I start a pulsing stick blend type thing while it's thick so I don't wear out my stick blender. So second test and a nice little time-lapsed volcano. I love science. It's so cool. And this soap, because I did get everything combined near that 200 degree mark, cooked pretty fast. It was aggressive, friends. So typically I keep checking for the volcanoes and then I stick blend them down, and they say, the peoples on the internet, you know, the experts, that when you stick blend and it's still trying to volcano despite you stick blending it, it's time to stop stick blending and you're going to stir it to completion. So I'm constantly just checking for volcanoes, stick blending it down. But this one wasn't really wanting to go down, friends. It was like, nah, we done. Another volcano, was that like 3? Yeah, so cool. Anyway, going with my whisk to just stir that down. You do not need a whisk to stir your soap, friends. It's just my preference. You could use a spoon or a spatula, whatever you like or whatever you have. So I'm just mixing this and going through all the phases. It is wanting to come out the pot, but we're not letting it. It is not going to best me. Okay. So you can see I'm trying to tame this bad boy back into the pot. This is 10 pounds of soap. So, you know, it doesn't have a lot of space. So it was volcanoing again. And here I am stirring it back into submission. That's right. And you can see it starting to want to get that shiny look about it. Look at me trying to hurry up and clean my pot while it's trying to volcano again, friend. Anywho, this was an exciting batch to make. Okay. Anywho, so getting on to finishing this up, because it is getting to that point where it's on the way to doneness. It's starting to get that look pretty and shiny, getting a little translucent, a little darker, and a little looser. So yeah, all of those things are pointing to this soap is finally done. Ooh, it was stressful. Okay. Anywho, going to measure out my full fat Greek yogurt. It does not have to be full fat or Greek, but just make it plain, friends. So I'm going to dump that in there and give it a nice thorough stir. I just, work it in as best as I can, because it does get a little difficult stirring up all that soap. But I manage. My arms be tired, but Anywho, it's looking nice and loose there. We're gonna set that aside while we measure out all the wonderful fragrances that make up the Vanilla Dreams, because that's what this one was. I love that fragrance and everything else so much. I was like, why isn't it a soap? Why isn't it in a soap? So mixing that together so it'll just be a nice cohesive mixture by the time I add it to the soap. And then I am also measuring out all of my colorants, and that one is like, what is it? Girl, I forgot. That's Pale Purple. The first one was, what's them flashy birds? I'm so sorry. Anyway, both of those were by Bad Micas. And then here's some activated charcoal. And then I will be using titanium dioxide for the white. That's what I always use for white. Okay. And charcoal is what I always use for black. Anyway. So just gonna dump that fragrance in there and give it a nice thorough stir. I find if I don't at least stir it for like a minute, I will have loose oil, fragrance oil in the bottom of the pot, which makes it feel a certain kind of way, not good. So I'm now separating the soap out so that I can color it, because that's the fun part. Okay, well, they're all really the fun part if you ask me, because I like science and I'm a nerd. Anyway, still don't remember what that color is called. It's some kind of blue. You know, the flashy bird, flashes wings. You know what? It don't matter. Pale Purple. Okay. Peacock. Oh my God, is it peacock blue? That's what it was. Hopefully they still have some if you want to go check it out. Anyway, measuring the rest of these colors in. So ADHD, so sorry. And now we're going to go in with the pour. Usually I like to say that I pour in contrasting order, as in, ideally the colors that I'm pouring next to each other are completely unrelated. I don't know that I really did that this time, but the idea is that you want the colors to stand out next to each other. So you just don't want them to be too close. You know what I'm saying? I know you do. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up for a second and just let you watch this pour, because I do got a lot of soap to pour into these molds. All right, now that I've pretty much succeeded in scraping every bit and morsel of soap out of those cup containers, I'm gonna go in with the actual hanger to do the hanger swirl. And I just take it and slide it all the way under the bottom, and then I figure eight a few times, not too many, or I feel like it makes the colors look a little too muddled, or I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, after I get through figure eighting, then I do a couple of them all arounds. That's what I call it. Just go all the way around the soap. I'm very literal, friends, except for when I'm being sarcastic. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. Girl, I don't know why I was fighting with that soap. But anyway, we're going to move right along. So next up is going to be glitter. If you've met me before or seen any of my videos, you know glitter's going to be involved. It's going to be involved. And I find that I like to add it to the top before I swirl it, because the glitter doesn't just fall off or blow off, you know, on a whimsy, because that's annoying. So just going to swirl the tops to make them a little prettier. A nice picture of some wet soap. I love some wet soap. It's pretty. And I stuck this in the freezer for 5 to 6 hours, and then I took it out, let it thaw, and started the cut. So when I cut my soap, put the whole mold, Jesus Christ. Okay, the whole loaf up there, bring it down. That's the first cut. Oh, it turned out real pretty. Okay. And so then I'm gonna wipe off the cutter, and then I'm going to slide the whole thing over and do another cut. And then I'm gonna separate again the soap from the entire loaf, and that's that. And so that's just so I don't have bits of soap scrubbing against each other and mess it up, my soap. So anyway, if you like the way this look, I have it linked below. It smells delicious. I also have a link for a buy more and save soap bundle if you want to check that out as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, friends. And if you enjoy the special brand of sorcery that I bring to my little happy corner of these here internets, go ahead and give this video a like and hit the subscribe button. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in the next one, friends. Bye.